managing waste has not yet become an agenda for all of us. Talking about waste management, yes, but I think we need to now move one step ahead. Whenever we talk about waste, let us always include both solid waste as well as liquid waste. Handling any one of it, then we are only attempting to achieve half the goal. Every household generates about 1.5 kg of waste, of which about, let's say, 60% is organic matter. That means mostly kitchen waste, as we can call it, which is the most difficult to treat. We have developed a system, very simple system. You only need one plastic crate and small bioculture, maybe 2 pages of a leaflet to do it yourself. The whole thing may not cost more than 1,500, 2,500 rupees. And believe me, it doesn't even take 2 minutes of day of effort. Let's say if you want to do it on a residential area basis, a housing society basis, or maybe a group of houses basis. Now here there is an incremental advantage which we will have to bring out. That is, it creates a part-time employment. Today, for security possibly, every housing society collects maybe 10, 20, 30, 50 rupees a month from each house, and then we employ a chowkidar. Maybe tomorrow we start doing, instead of only a chowkidar, we say that, okay, somebody who wants to become a chowkidar would also collect waste and would treat and convert it into compost. And households are willing to pay maybe 2 rupees or 3 rupees extra or 5 rupees per month extra. The issue comes of bulk waste management. Would require about 20 lakh investment. And here it generates 1 full-time employment and 3 part-time employment. We normally have started to promote vermicompost. It's possibly the lowest cost and the most efficient way of converting waste. The earthworm is able to shred the entire waste material into very small fine particles, which are then available for bacteria or microbes to act upon and convert it into different form. Now the wastewater. You see, somehow, whenever wastewater treatment has been talked about, it has always been talked about in a huge volume basis. Once again, what we are saying is that as solid waste, if it can be started to be treated at the household level, at the individual level, similarly the wastewater generated at a household can also be started to be treated at that level itself. So let's say at a household level, an average of 5 members, let's say, so 700 liters of water which you are consuming, about 80% of it can be treated to be reused. On the city level, we have reduced the total water consumption from our present levels to almost 1/3 level. But we'll have to look at the mechanism, how it is done. A very simple household level system would look like this. Similarly, as I had said, for solid waste, even residential area-wise wastewater treatment can also be set up. So you only recycle your kitchen wastewater, convert it into a water which can be used for flushing of toilets or washing of floors and cleaning of your cars. Then toilet wastewater on a residential area basis then can be treated for reuse for roadside plants. Bulk wastewater, once again, as the surplus which has come out, here we would possibly need far more complex process, which would be multiple steps.
At the onset, I'd like to congratulate all the speakers for coming up and speaking extremely well. They were well prepared, articulate, and confident. I'll announce the first, second, and third speakers for today. For those of you who've not figured in this list, I'd like to reassure you that it was very, very close. Okay, the third speaker is from DPS Arkipuram. The second speaker is from DPS Noida. Okay. And the first from Tagore International. So I'd like to congratulate all of you.
As we had advertised, we are starting up this Green School program, similar to the Green School program in Canada. So we invite the speaker number 1, that's Tagore International. So it's to stay for a week, board and lodge, and study the Green School programs in Toronto. So give her a big hand, please.
personally also, I'm very motivated at keeping my surroundings, my wherever I go, clean. And even my friends, I don't think ever they're all motivated for the environment.
We all need to realize that we all can do something about what is happening to the society today, to the environment today. I think we all need to learn something from it.
These kinds of discussions are very important for the young generation, as they are not really aware of what are the harmful effects of these things, all this environmental waste and all. So it is very enlightening, and it generates an awareness also. And I think such programs and such competitions should be held more often.
We got to learn a lot today, actually. I got to know the views of all the different speakers. They spoke many different things, and which covered most of the things we need to know for waste management and sustainability. Quite an educational experience.
Be more conscious as to what my contribution is in my immediate environment. Well, it was mind-boggling, really, because they had so much of confidence and a lot of enthusiasm in what they were putting across, and also very focused on the topic. It was wonderful to see so much talent.
Very impressive. They have all the right solutions which are being talked about worldwide. They know about them. They seems to be now also willing and expressing their intentions to get involved into it, which is very positive. The only thing now is required is that if we could tell them in small steps what needs to be done as an action agenda, possibly a lot of positive outcomes would start coming in.
Majority of the kids they were pretty well educated about what needs to be done in terms of theory, but it's yet to be seen if that can be practically, if kids are going to be practically applying all of the theoretical knowledge. In order for that to happen, I think we need to get their parents, teachers and schools involved, and it needs to be an active movement to get the things progressing.
And being that they're part of the younger generation, the next generation, up and coming, it's very important for them to, out of their own ideas and thinking and practicing and speaking, to engage in this process. And they did that superbly today. And so I think we achieved our objective with this conference. I would have preferred if we had more time to organize it and have more students participating and maybe some more sponsors. But for what we achieved for this first conference on this topic, we can certainly revisit it again and do it in a bigger way, but we did accomplish a lot.